Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing fine as we have already done our first chapter. Now we'll begin a new chapter, that is Motions of the Earth. And in this chapter, we'll learn rotation, revolution, effects of rotation and revolution, and many other things. Now we'll begin our chapter. Now, every day we see that the sun rises from the east and sets in the west, as you can see in the image also. In ancient times, people thought that the sun moves and the earth is fixed. That means stationary in its place. But now you know that actually the sun is fixed and the earth is moving. A Polish astronomer, Nicolaus Copernicus, was the person who discovered that Earth and the other planets revolve about the sun. He also discovered that the Earth rotates on its axis. Now, what is this axis? An axis is an imaginary line that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole. You can see in the image also the white line from the North Pole that starts and it's come to the South Pole. It's an imaginary line. To understand an axis, I'll give you the example of a merry-go-round. In your playground, the ride moves in a circle as the people riding it rotate around the center point or the axis. So, the earth also rotates on the axis point. An axis is an imaginary line on which our earth turns around or spins, you can say. Although we can't feel the earth spinning, we don't feel dizzy also, as we are very tiny compared to the size of the earth. So the earth makes one complete turn each day around its axis. Only half the planet can be facing the sun at any point of time. The side facing the sun is in daytime and the side not facing the sun is in night time. It takes 24 hours for the earth to do one turn on its own axis. Now the axis of the earth is not straight but tilted at an angle of 66.5 degrees. It is because of this tilt that the length of days and nights keep changing. In summer, we have longer days, as you can experience nowadays, and shorter nights. In winter, we have longer nights and shorter days. Children, you must have noticed that nowadays it is quite lighted and bright at 6 in the morning. And same in the evening also. 6 p.m. is very lighted, but in winter season, 6 o'clock in the morning is quite dark. That's the only reason that our school times also change and it's quite cold also that time. And same is for 6 o'clock in the evening. Isn't it? But this would not have been possible if the axis of the earth was straight. We would have had equal days and nights throughout the earth. So I hope, children, the concept of axis must be clear to you. Revise the topic that we have covered right now. Read it properly. Stay home and stay safe.